Most people set up OpenClaw and then use it like some mega fancy chatbot. They type a question, get an answer, and that's literally it. But OpenClaw can do things ChatGPT literally cannot do. So in this video, I'll walk you through 3 things using OpenClaw to research a topic and save the results, setting up a memory and notes system so your agent remembers what matters to you. And we'll also be creating an automated daily briefing that runs on a schedule without you having to ask for it. Hey, I'm Sen from AI Academy. Let's get into it. Alright, so first of all, let me show you how to use OpenClaw for research. The first thing most people want an AI assistant to do is look stuff up. And OpenClaw can actually browse the web through something called Brave Search. Instead of you opening a browser, searching, clicking through 5 different tabs and piecing together the answer, you just ask your agent and it does the searching for you. So let me show you how this works. So first you want to open your agent's Telegram chat. And in here, you pretty much just type a research request. So you can ask it if it can look up the best projects management tools for freelancers in 2026. And then OpenClaw will actually use Brave Search once you hit enter to pretty much research the internet and find you the results. So give it a few seconds for it to again research for you. And then as we can see, we're getting the structured results from OpenClaw's research, which is great because it shows that your OpenClaw assistant now has access to the internet. So it can research any topics that you want it to. And what's great is that your agent has now searched the web, pulled the information and gave you a structured answer all from just your text. But there's actually a way for this to become more useful. You can ask your agent to save that research somewhere you can access later. And I'm going to show you how to do this as well. So what you want to do now is type in and ask it to save those results into a Google document, and let's call the Google document research notes. So now you just wait and see what OpenClaw is going to do. And I will note as well, if you don't have Google Workspace connected, you can also ask OpenClaw to just save those results in its own file, and it can be called researchnotes.md. You can save this into its own workspace. This is if you don't have Google Workspace connected to your account. So great, the agent's now done. So let's check out the link. And if you open up, you can see the Google document is there. And all the research has been saved into this folder. Okay, great. Now your research is actually saved in a real document that you can come back to, share with someone, or ask your agent to build on later. It's not stuck in a chat thread that you're going to lose. And that's the difference between using OpenClaw like a chatbot and using it like an actual research assistant. And you can actually keep building on that research document. Let's say a week later, you can message your agent and say, hey, open that research notes file and add a section comparing the free plan of each tool. And then it will pull up the file, read what's already there, search the web for the updated information, and then it will add it all to the same document. You're literally building a living document through your text messages. But I do want to say a quick note on the setup. For web research to work, you need the Brave Search API connected to your OpenClaw. Now, if you followed our beginner's guide and our other tutorials, this should already be set up. But if not, it literally takes about 2 minutes. All you do is you sign up at the Brave Search API website, you grab your API key, and you just paste this into your OpenClaw environment variables. And that's literally it. Your agent can now search the web and you can do this section and this task. Okay, but this is not all, because next I'm going to show you how notes and memory work with OpenClaw. This is the part most people skip, but it's actually what makes OpenClaw very useful long term, because your agent has a memory system built in. It's not like ChatGPT, where every conversation starts fresh. OpenClaw saves information between sessions using a set of files that live on your own server. Now, there are actually 3 main files you need to know about. The first is SOUL.md. Now, this is your agent's personality. It controls how your agent talks, what tone it uses, and what rules it follows. Things like be direct, don't use AI slop words, write in an active voice. You set this up once and your agent follows it in every conversation. Now, the second file is called the MEMORY.md. Now, this is long-term memory. It stores facts about you, your goals, what tools you have connected, what you're working on, and your agent reads this every time it starts a conversation. So it has context about who you are and what matters to you. And then the third file is the daily memory files. These are saved automatically as memory, and then there's usually a year, month, day format.md. So every day your agent creates a new file with a summary of what you talked about that day. Tomorrow it can look back at yesterday's file to remember what you're working on. Okay, so let me show you what these files actually look like. So I've got my desktop pulled up here. And what you can see is pretty much the workspace folder. Now, to access this, you want to SSH into your VPS, or you can just open your File Explorer and then it will come up here. Similarly, if you're not sure how to pull this up, you can actually just ask OpenClaw itself. Now, if you look, we can see I've got the MEMORY.md, the SOUL.md files. And again, as I mentioned, the SOUL.md is one where it literally points out it's your personality settings. And as we can see here, you're not a chatbot, it's literally a personality guide. And then pretty much these are some of the rules that I've added to it. And you can edit these rules, change them however you see fit. And pretty much you can really turn your AI assistant into more of an actual human with a personality rather than some generic AI chat. So we've even got the vibe in here, how I want it to be, and then making sure that in every session it wakes up fresh and that the files are pretty much its memory as well. So it reads everything, keeps it top of mind. And then next is, of course, the MEMORY.md file that I mentioned earlier. So if we open this up, we'll pretty much see just a bunch of, again, information that I've got here. So I literally have what it needs to know. This will come in context later, but I've added some information here. Again, we've added some technical details as well. This gets automatically added. And then there's also a bunch of things and insight that we have in terms of the MEMORY.md file. So remember, MEMORY.md file, it points out our personal information, goals, connected tools, any kind of information that's in there. And it's not just edited by you, but OpenClaw itself automatically updates these files as well. And of course, we have the memory folder as well. Again, as we can see, this is an example of one of the daily files. So in here, OpenClaw updates it. At the end of every single day, it literally shares and explains what the tasks have been, what it worked on, and where OpenClaw Assistant is currently at. So it's just a bunch of context where the assistant knows exactly what you've been working on, where you're at right now, and again, it can refer back to these memory files. Now, you can edit any of these files directly if you want to add or remove something, or you can just tell your agent in a chat. Say something like, hey OpenClaw, remember that my main project right now is launching a YouTube channel about AI tools. And it will actually add that to your MEMORY.md files. So the next time you ask for help, it has that context and it can give you better, nuanced answers. Now, here's a tip that most tutorials don't mention. You can also tell your agent what not to do. If you open the SOUL.md file and add rules like never use emojis in your messages or keep responses under 3 paragraphs long unless I ask for more detail. These rules stick across every conversation. So instead of repeating yourself every single time, you set it once and your agent follows it permanently. And the same goes for MEMORY.md files. You can tell your agent things like, I have meetings every Tuesday and Thursday morning, so don't schedule anything before noon on those days. Or my preferred writing style is casual and direct. These aren't just fun facts, they actually change how your agent responds and what it suggests. And the more you use it, the more it actually remembers, and the more it remembers, the less you have to repeat yourself every time you start a conversation. All right, so let me show you an example of how to set up a daily briefing with OpenClaw. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite features because you can set up your agent to send you a message every morning at whatever time you choose. And it checks the calendar, looks at the weather, scans for anything you'd ask it to track, and it also sends you a summary on Telegram, all before you've even touched your phone. Now, the way this works is through something called cron jobs. A cron job is just a scheduled task. You tell your agent what to do and when to do it, and it runs automatically on that schedule. Now, there's actually 2 ways to set up daily briefing. You can do it through chat, which is the easier way, or you can do it through the OpenClaw dashboard, which gives you more control. So let me show you both. Okay, now the first method is probably the simplest way because all that's to do is just describe what you want in plain English to OpenClaw. So the first thing you want to do is you go into Telegram and you literally just type in what you want to get done. So you just type in and ask it, hey, I want to send a daily briefing, let's say every morning at 8 a.m. And then literally now you just add in any kind of information that you want. So for me, I want to include the weather. I also want to include my calendar for the day, any important emails as well. And then probably one thing that I want to focus on based on what we talked about recently. And remember, it will check out the daily tasks, files, the memory files for this context as well. So it's important that you have that set up. Hit enter, and then now it will ask you a couple of questions. So you go back and forth, and you'll basically just confirm whether you like how things are going. And then now what it's doing, it will ask you for more information as well. So I'm going to give it my time zone and also my location as well. and then hit enter once it's done. And then now what it does is sets up a cron job, which takes a few seconds. And then once it's done, we just want to make sure that's all set up properly. So now we want to run the briefing just to test it, just to see if it's working properly. So again, give it a few seconds, and then hopefully OpenClaw should show us the briefing message. And there we go, it's working, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, this is the easiest way to set this up. In literal couple of minutes, we already have the cron job set up, the daily briefing set up. All you have to do is literally ask what you wanted, and the agent will set this up for you. And as we can see here, there's another way for us to do this. So this is more of the longer way, but you have a bit more control. So now we're in cron jobs, and we now want to ask it, or we now want to create rather, the job for it to set up. So I want it to be every single day when we get this morning briefing. And then in here, this is the prompt where we basically detail what we want. And we pretty much say similar to what we said in the chatbot before. But now I'm also going to ask it to find my calendar, Gmail, and also summarize anything else that's just important, and then send me a short update in Telegram as well. And then once you're happy, you'll just click on add job, and then you'll see here, the cron jobs list gets updated with this automation that OpenClaw will be running for you. So as we can see, either method actually works. Now the chat method is a lot faster. The dashboard method lets you see all your scheduled jobs in one place, so it's easier for you to edit them later. And you can pick whichever method feels best and easier for you to set this up. One thing worth experimenting with is what to include in the briefing. So make sure to start simple. All I did, and I recommend doing, is starting with the weather, calendar, and maybe just asking OpenClaw to show you one priority for the day. Now, once that's working, you want to add more. You can maybe add a summary of unread emails or a reminder about a goal you set last week. Or for example, you might ask it to give you the trending news in your industry. These daily briefings, they get more useful the more personal you make them. And all of that will come from the memory files we talked about in the last section. Okay, so now let's wrap it up and put it all together. Here's why these three features work best together. When it comes to your OpenClaw agent, it researches something and saves the result to a file. Now that information goes into its memory. And then tomorrow morning, your daily briefing references that research and reminds you of the next step. You reply with a question, your agent uses its memory to give you a personalized answer, and the cycle continues. And then over time, your agent builds a picture of what you're working on, what you care about, and what you need help with. It stops being a chatbot and starts being an actual assistant that knows your context. Now, the key thing here is to actually use it. Talk to it every day, give it feedback when it gets something wrong, and tell it to remember things that actually matter. Because the more you put in, the more useful your OpenClaw assistant becomes. And you don't need to worry about getting everything perfect on day one. Most people who get the most out of OpenClaw say it probably took them a couple of weeks of daily use before the agent actually started feeling genuinely helpful. And that's because the memory needs time to build up. After weaker conversations, your agent will finally know your schedule, your projects, your preferences, and your communication style. And that's exactly how you use OpenClaw for research notes and daily tasks. Set up web search so it can look things up for you using the Brave API. Use the memory system so it remembers what matters. And set up a daily briefing so it works for you, even when you're not asking it questions. Now, if you haven't set up OpenClaw yet, we have a full guide on our channel, so make sure to check out the other tutorials. And if you need a VPS to run it on, Hostinger has plans for up to 67% off, so I've linked them down below for you to check out. If you use any of our links, we do get a small referral fee, but it's at no extra cost to you, and it's what helps us keep creating free videos exactly like this one. I'm Sen from AI Academy. If you want to learn more, check out this video.